we have Odell Beckham Jr. I think Odell Beckham Jr. should be arrested for sexual assault. I'm being dead serious.
Because he's gay, yo.
Outside of that, 100% gay. If you look at the video, before he grabs his ass, he stares at his ass. It makes it sexual. And he stared at that ass. He looked at it. He thought about it. He licked his lips a little bit.
You sound like the police, Andrew.
Son, he sexually assaulted the officer because he made it sexual. Watch him.
First off, those cops are giving them shit.
Watch him. Look at him. Wait for the officer to come through.
Look how turned on OBJ is.
Hey, what about the big ugly guys?
All these naked guys. Look at him.
Mad turned on. My man wants that ass. My man wants that ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, he backed off real scary. That was something else. He was watching back off. And then
I get it.
That's something I would do.
Yeah, I think context is key here.
Son, he Harvey Weinstein, yo.
That cop was giving the players shit for smoking cigars in the locker room.
Right.
They would tell them to put out the cigars or we can like press charges or whatever.
Right.
And that slapping the ass like, yo, they just won the fucking national championship. You're from Louisiana.
OBJ was acting like an asshole the whole day, yo.
He was a little Frank the Tank with it. Like, he was a little out there.
Frank the Tank.
He was like,
son, my man.
What do you do when you go back to campus, though?
Yeah.
That, like, Odell's what, 24 years old? He's not that far removed from being on college, bro. I know when I used to go back to campus, granted I'm not Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah.
I used to wild the fuck.
You stay cabbing for these
That's
motherfuckers.
crazy, yo.
Why? Yo, what did he do?
Melo, Odell, like, do you have no ability to assess an attitude?
What attitude
It's
did he
crazy
have,
how
bro?
I'm not. Nobody's saying. Listen, what all the joke you took the joke seriously about he should be in jail because whatever you got to defend black people all the time. That's fine.
Fuck you. All right. But you really, I think you really smoked him back into like the 1940s, bro.
I get it. You and OBJ. That's 6/5 of a human. What are you gonna do?
Wow. God damn.
I'm high.
Jesus Christ. You're not high. These
My
are
point
your true
about
feelings.
all jokes aside,
This
my
is like
point
the
about
episode of Chappelle Show when they fucking the old dweeds. And he was like, wrong bag, man. That was the real shit.
No, my point about OBJ is not he should be in jail, but he just makes everything about him.
Yeah.
Handing out money. Okay, you want to give players money? You can easily do it in the locker room where you're going to go celebrate.
Venmo.
Doing it at the 50-yard line after the game where you know there's cameras around. Do you not think he's that stupid that he's like, what? Oh, people were watching?
To be fair,
It's like when
I
you
agree
throw
with you.
millions.
I 1000%
It's like when you
agree.
throw like $40,000 at the club. You're not doing it for the strippers. You're doing it to be looked at. That's marketing. You want people to write about you. You want people to look about you. It's the same reason when you like order bottles at the club and they come through with that big sparkler shit.
Yes.
You want everybody to know you ordered the bottles. And he was treating the players like some fucking strippers.
And to be fair, he's a great marketer. But I don't care
Great
about
marketer.
having a great marketer on my team.
No, because I want the team to be
1000%
the
agree
thing
with
that's
you.
marketed, not the player.
I 1000% agree with you thinking Odell was doing the most. But you got to, like I said, context is fucking key here when it comes to
man.
Odell Beckham
You're a grown-ass
and Louisiana
man.
State. Like, he's Mr. Louisiana State. Like, his dad and mom are both All-Americans. His godfather is Shaq, for crying out loud. The guys he was dapping up are kids, in addition to Burrow. Those are guys that are already fucking declaring for the NFL. So that was more or less like a fucking, it's the last game. You won a championship. You go into the NFL. I can do this for you legally now. Like, it's almost like a fuck the NCAA type of thing, which I thought was dope. What I didn't think was dope was a couple of the other videos that fucking popped out.
See, if it was just that video.
If it was just that, I'm like, that's actually fucking really
We
cool.
talked about it on Patreon. I was ready to go in, and then you said all those guys had already declared. So I was like, all right, bet. But in addition to all the other videos, it's like, yo, you just constantly need attention.
Yeah.
You are a hot bitch.
Yeah.
You just, if all the attention's not on me, I will fucking die. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just good on it.
You don't think that there's any better way to get those kids that money?
It's
You don't think
congratulations.
you don't think that there's any better way to get those kids that money? A way that doesn't bring any attention to you. A way, you know what you
The
could
locker
do?
room.
You
He's
have-
also a booster.
You have access to the locker room.
He's a boost.
You know where their lockers are. You could literally get an envelope. It could say OBJ on the front, so they know it's coming from you. You could put in their locker. Nobody sees it.
And
you want
boosters
them
can't give
fucking-
money to kids directly. It doesn't matter if you're a
Right.
booster.
They give you a job where you get paid
But I'm
$50
saying, like,
an
the
hour to,
training
like,
room is
put
named after him.
cheese on
Like, he
tacos.
puts a lot of money into that fucking campus. So it's like,
Nobody's
he's Mr.
questioning
LSU.
that. Nobody's questioning that. We're saying, can you do this thing without making it about you, but rather making it about them?
Right.
When you ball up bread in public and then dap someone up with it, You know it's about you because you're the one giving the money.
He was probably
it's not
jealous.
about the kid. Say
He's probably
what?
jealous from all those fire promos they've been doing.
Son.
He's like, wait, no. I'm the hottest thing out of LSU.
Yeah.
So
I mean, those promos were unbelievable.
yeah, so
Unbelievable.
he's
They did like a
"I
whole
gotta-"
story on the kid. Like he's like a video coordinator that like goes to school there. I'm like, that motherfucker is going to be.
Son, if you listen to this podcast, DM me. I
Yo,
want to give
real
you a job,
fucking
son.
talk,
I
yo.
want to give you a job. You are fucking nice
you
with
are
it.
amazing, fucking amazing, dog.
And again, if it was just that, if it was fucking Chad Johnson or somebody who's like
Yeah.
not in the headlines all the time, he's not even the best. Mohamed Sanu.
Okay.
Oh, that's fucking dope. Fuck the NCAA.
Yeah.
He did that for this reason. With him, with the context of everything else he's done, it seems like I'm doing this for attention.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 ways you can tell the NCAA fuck you without that.
There's a specific video that came out, and I was like,
Which
okay,
one?
he might have been wilding. When he's like taking the megahorn and he's
Yeah,
trying to get
yo.
the LSU band to perform "Neck," which is like it's a song about giving the head or whatever. But they play it like that's like their thing. Like they don't say like this is the video right here. I'm like, he's for sure on the bigger sugar. 1,000%.
Somebody's trying to grab the megaphone and he's fighting it off.
I know drunk people. That's not alcohol. That's not alcohol. That right there is not alcohol.
Oh, arrest him.
That is the booger sugar, dog.
Oh, yeah, he's on cocaine. And he's just being a douchebag. Like, he's being, if you guys can't see the video right
man
now
was
because you're
skiing,
listening,
dog.
what he's doing is he's talking into a loudspeaker, one of those megaphones you hold in your hand, and there's a security guard trying to take it out of his hand very delicately and very nicely, by the way. And he takes the megaphone and he points it right in the security guard's face, and then he starts screaming neck into it. Not the first time he's probably asked for a blowjob from a man, but he's screaming it in his face nonetheless. Oh, is it? Oh shit! How much did we miss?
It was just that second.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, that shit popped
That's how I
out.
know you high.
This cable be popping out on me, bro. Even in this one. Anyway, point is, you guys probably missed a little bit of that. Point is, he's just being a dick. He's just fucking being a dick. Why do we even care?
Because he's good. He's really good. He's not worth the trouble, but he's really good.
And why do we care about misfits that are good? Why are we drawn to them?
What is he really doing that like the great thing about the Odell shit
Yeah.
is that we have perfect context for motherfuckers who are truly ancient. Like Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
He's not in the league.
He could have been if he wasn't
Bro,
a fucking asshole.
there was a
He
guy.
is an asshole. So
Well,
he's not in
the
league.
only thing
But there's
Odell
a guy
is guilty
who-
of to me is being fucking immature. Like, grow the fuck up.
Okay.
Like, you don't need to do all that shit. You don't
Good
need
point.
all that.
Good point. There was a guy named Aaron Hernandez who was murdering people on a regular basis, right?
Right.
And he managed to keep that shit outside the locker room.
Consummate professional on the field.
He was a fucking consummate. I guarantee you, there are coaches in the league right now that are saying, "I wish OBJ had Aaron Hernandez's professionalism." I think that's a reasonable thing
It's
to
the only
say.
thing holding them back.
Bro,
It's the only thing.
he held me the fuck down for like 2 fantasy football seasons. I
Who?
thought Aaron Hernandez. Of
course.
I thought he was gonna
To
beat
be
the
honest,
case.
we could all use a little Hernandez discipline. I mean, my man was about it.
Son,
He is
he was
thorough.
there. He was playing. He was committed. You never heard nothing until he murdered people, and then they found out.
Yeah.
Right? I think... I mean, what would you rather have? Honestly, if you have 5 years... Whoa, here we go.
Yeah.
If you have 5 years of elite playing ability, would you rather have... And there is an example. Would you rather have OBJ, who is seemingly an adorable person and like cute, he's just an egomaniac, but he's never going to harm a single person? Or would you rather have consummate professional who in his off time is hanging around with gang members, doing nefarious shit, and might get locked up? What would you rather
We're talking straight football in between the lines. I'm a GM or a president or somebody. I'm like,
GM,
whoa,
president, coach, you have to make that decision.
I mean, do you know he's killing people?
You don't not know. You're not certain,
tough.
but
That's
you
tough.
don't not know.
That's
He
tough.
they drafted him with questions. Like they came in and
But the
you
questions
know,
were weed. It wasn't this motherfucker kill somebody.
yeah.
Like,
That's tough, yo.
Like he played for like
Because that's
two
how
of
you
the
feed your
greatest
family.
football-
I feed my family with this game.
Dog,
Yeah.
he played for 2 of the greatest
OBJ
football programs.
OBJ
ever.
what?
OBJ causing problems in the locker room. They don't win as much. That fucks up my bread. Now
And
I can't
everybody
feed my
else's, right?
family.
Exactly.
That fucks up. There's a lot
How
of
many
collateral
people are on
damage.
that football team? 52?
52.
Yeah.
52 people plus the coaches. We're talking about a staff of maybe 100 people.
100 people.
Minimum.
Got families.
Got families. OBJ is taking food out of their mouths. Aaron Hernandez is just killing one or
Just
two
one
people.
motherfucker.
That's it.
Just one family.
And last time I checked,
One meal.
Last time
Two
I checked.
meals. 5 meals.
Last time I checked, me and
Get
Odell
Blue
Beckham
Apron.
Jr. have won the same exact number of playoff games.
Yo, that's
Aaron
a valid
Hernandez.
ass point.
Aaron Hernandez got
Hernandez.
some. He got some dubs under his belt.
And
Caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Go.
yes, Aaron Hernandez balled out in that Super Bowl. They lost, but Gronk was out, and Hernandez, I remember being like, this motherfucker is
He's nice.
filling in admirably.
He's a
And
killer.
then they fucking. He was a killer on the field.
OBJ was
And
on a
then-
yacht the fucking week before the Super Bowl, and then kind of no-showed in the playoff
No.
game. Not the playoff game.
And he got paid that summer too.
Odell Beckham won now killing people Super Bowl week.
That's right.
He was
Matter of fact,
locked
if
up.
he was killing people, we might not have that yacht incident. If he was killing people, he might still be in New York. He might still be in town, and he might still be effective. He might be at practice. He's not all fucking
There's
seasick.
got to be thousands of unsolved mysteries in New York.
I'll
Murder
tell you
mysteries.
this.
There's
Thank
been
you.
another.
If Odell Beckham Jr. had some of that serial killer discipline to his game,
That's the thing people
he's
don't understand.
absolutely still in New York Giants.
Son, a serial killer. I mean, well, I don't know if Aaron Hernandez is a serial
his
killer.
commitment.
He was kind of lazy with it, though.
What?
But he was lazy with getting rid of the body.
but
Lazy.
only
Lazy
lazy
though.
with the murders.
Son, the guy was waking up. You know why? Because he had to wake up to work out. If
I
he
don't
had,
have time. I gotta
I
get 8
don't
hours
have
of
time.
sleep so I can be the
I
best
don't.
football player I can be. Bop, bop, we out.
Be out of here. I don't got time to find a nice patch for you to be murdered at. I'm going to murder at you close to home because what's at home? My gym. I have to be back.
Yo.
I have to be back to spend time with my daughter. What was the first thing he did after murdering his best friend?
Taking
Playing
his
with his daughter.
Yeah.
But I haven't finished it because
It's a family man.
on the documentary, sounds like he sounds so sweet to his wife and daughter.
Bro, his wife was committed.
Bow Wowis?
Bow Wow is.
Bow Wowis was about
Bow
it.
Wow.
Mrs.
We
Wowis?
could say that now, but we would not say that if Aaron Hernandez was out there in the world.
No, because he loves her.
He loves her. She loves him. Gave up on her whole family. Okay, allowed him
Allowed her
to
sisters.
kill her sister's boyfriend.
How good of a boyfriend you gotta be?
The chick said it looked like a black blob in his hand. I'm like, yo, this is clearly the murder weapon.
Son.
The day after.
Oh yeah, she's in court. He's holding a gun. Clearly holding a gun. They're like, "What is that?" I don't know what that is.
She was
I've
like,
never
oh,
seen it.
Aaron Hernandez called her and basically said, whatever you're looking for, it's in whatever, right? So that day, there's footage of her going to pick up some black bag and throwing something in the garbage. And then they were like, oh, you don't think this is the same? He was like, oh, it just looks like a black blob to me. It doesn't look like anything. I'm like,
Legend.
this bitch really took the stand and acted like a 5-year-old
Legend.
Who's doing that for Odell?
to defend this bitch.
Ain't nobody defending his character that knows him. Who's coming out after the LSU game that knows him? His teammate, Baker Mayfield, defending Myles Garrett, going to fucking fights with him. He's trying to kill people. Odell, he's just like, you know. I got no comment.